It's always something. Okay. Better. Did I change the... Oh, yeah, I did. Good. Oh, excuse me. Is everybody offline today? What's going on? Okay, I guess we'll just... I don't think anybody's here, though. I don't know how to start the show. Hmm. Nothing? Nobody? Unoriginal or reproduced content. Okay. Don't think that's true. Maybe it doesn't like my title. Or not the title, but the loading background. Nobody's... Hi, hey, Crazy Tricks over on YouTube. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm just starting out my stream, but like nobody has come by yet, so it's been kind of weird. Having trouble getting any views. I think I've been, I don't know what's going on. Cool. Yeah, this is, I have a IKEA shark. Can't blame them. Yeah, sure. Come on up. Let me, yeah, just click on the request thing. Hi, how's it going? Are you over 18?
Hello? Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So,
I guess I just kind of came across the panel. Like, are you Christian, or are you kind of asking like why would people be Christians, or?
oh yeah, no, I'm an atheist. It's just like an open invitation. It's like, why would somebody choose Christianity?
Gotcha. Well, I guess I kind of wanted to ask. I guess like like I'm agnostic. I guess like what is your? I would say like kind of main gist. I guess a religion in general, or I guess like having a
Did,
God.
did you say you are agnostic or you are agnostic?
No, agnostic.
Oh, okay. No, I'm an atheist. I'm just atheist agnostic, I guess. Agnostic atheist or whatever. Like, I don't know that there's no God. I think it's a non-falsifiable thing, the idea of it.
Gotcha.
And so it's
Okay.
kind of like a really hard one to attack. But Christianity, I'm fairly certain, is not true.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm actually a little bit confused because in my mind, when people call themselves atheists, it's like how I understand it, it's kind of like a positive statement. And you said that, you said that you weren't 100% sure, like you couldn't say that that there's 100% no God or that there is 100% a God. Um, I guess like what is like the general thing that you refer to when you refer to atheism? Is that just kind of
Sure,
like
sure.
yeah?
Hey, on tag. Hey, Chopperly. Okay, so here's how I understand the words atheism and agnostic. Atheism is a lack of belief in gods, like I do not believe, and agnosticism is knowledge, gnostic. So I don't know. So I am without the knowledge of God, but I also am without the belief in God.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no, I mean, I guess like the thing that I kind of wanted to ask also is like, how do you like general like feel like regarding religion? Do you see it as positive, as negative? Because like at least for me, like I don't agree with it, but I do understand that for some people it might be beneficial.
I largely see it as a cult that is used to manipulate and control people. I think most people in the cult see it through a certain lens where they don't understand the outcome of their actions because the cult tells them that their outcome is different than whatever is actually happening. So I think it's actually really harmful because I think like individually it might make people feel better about themselves or like their afterlife or whatever. It's really, really harmful to society as a whole for people to take action on beliefs that aren't true.
Well, okay, so maybe like do you care to talk about because I do agree that there is harmful stuff, but I think there's good stuff. I mean, would you mind, I guess, fighting a little bit over that? Like, because I
Sure.
think like there are some stuff about religion that are good and that I do feel that we could still have in society.
I don't think that I don't think religion's ever going to go away, or like I am fine with it being personal faith or even communal faith or whatever. But I do think like society as a whole, like the government should not lean into it. We shouldn't be giving tax breaks to churches. Like this stuff is ridiculous.
Oh,
So like
okay. So in that sense, I would actually, I would kind of agree. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
yeah, so like I don't want to control anyone's belief or actions, right? Like that's not my goal. My goal is to show people like this is false, don't do it. And so like I think it is harmful, but I don't think that there's anything we can really do besides not giving support towards any particular religion or any particular group without like really good justification, right? If they want to do it through like a charitable means, do it strictly through that and keep the religion out of it. Like I'm totally good with charitable stuff being tax deductible or whatever.
Gotcha. So, I mean, yeah, I definitely do agree with you when you mentioned that there should be a separation, with, I guess, government stuff and I guess religious institutions. I guess like the main point that I'm kind of trying to make is that at least how I understand religion, I kind of understand it as, it's something that I would say it's when you really look into it and how it how religion develops is something that at least how I see it is like very inherently human. So the thing with religion, at least how I see it, I see it that it's useful because it usually, if you go a little bit earlier in human history, religion does a good job that most ideologies don't do, which is kind of making like I guess like a cohesive society with where you have like a one narrative that kind of unites people, and you can see that throughout history because you have
Fascism
like
does that really well as well, which is why I think
um
religion and fascism actually like intertwine really easily. And that's why we see, to Waldo's point in the YouTube chat, to back up my point through evidence that it's religion's bad for society, look at Christian nationalism. Like, it's very
Well,
clear
yeah,
that
I
it's
mean,
not good for society. And like this, I know that your broader point is that, like, over time, sure, whatever. Yeah, religion served a purpose. I don't see why we need that right now in 2026, where it seems to make people believe in things that don't make sense, and they vote and they act in ways that don't make sense because they think there's like a spiritual war happening, and they're out of their minds. Like, they're not living in the same reality. And so this is a harmful way for people to live. It leads to the outcomes that we have right now, where they do not trust anyone, but they do trust the authorities they've decided to trust because those authorities told them to trust them.
gotcha. I do understand what you're saying, and that is true that, in a lot of cases, there is some, I guess, like religious ideals that do get turned into, this harmful ideologies. Like you said, there's
But
Christian
Christianity
nationalism.
in particular is about obedience. It's about obedience to authority. And so, like,
Well,
people say that it's
yes,
about love,
definitely.
but it's about obedience. In the end, it's about giving up and letting somebody else make decisions for you.
I mean, yeah, I do get that. I mean, but the thing that I guess going back to, I guess, like the example of, um, I guess, you having, in, Europe, Christianity for a long time, in the East, you having, Hinduism for a long time.
Mhm.
Um, I do understand how these things can get taken out of context and turn into, I guess, like a malicious ideology.
Well,
But
they also spread
the
things like
thing is,
sexism. They spread things like classism. Like, they have inherent structures of hierarchy that aren't necessary, but they make them necessary through the doctrine. Christianity in particular
sure,
is
and
all about hierarchy.
I'm not.
That's why the Catholic Church even exists. The hierarchy is like really fucking important. I argue that hierarchy should be scrutinized at all levels. You shouldn't automatically be subservient to someone because someone said that you should be, or someone gave them a credential, or someone gave them a hat.
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, that is definitely true, and that is something that I definitely agree with. That is, there are things that should be corrected about it. I definitely don't agree with how certain religions are practiced and everything that they teach. I definitely
But
feel
that's
that
why it won't work,
there's
because it's a doctrine, it's a dogma. You cannot correct religion. It is what it is. You cannot change
well,
it. How will you make it better?
well, the thing is that I actually think that you can, and I think that it has been done because if you look at Christianity, you're aware that there's like many different denominations and all those things. You have more liberal sects that do a lot of like the good. They do a very good job with taking like the good stuff about their religion and getting rid of the bad stuff, which is
When you
the
get rid
reason
of
that I
enough, when
kind
you
of.
get rid of enough of the bad stuff, there's just nothing left. There's nothing about it that I think is
Well,
worth keeping.
that is not true.
Name
I would
something very
definitely.
fundamental. Name a fundamental part of Christianity that's only a part of Christianity, that we can only get from Christianity, or in maybe any religion. I'm not as familiar with other religions, but name a like fundamental aspect of them that comes from a particular religion that like you could dismantle everything else about it, but you still have that, and that's good enough, and you should hold on to it.
I guess I don't understand the question. Are you asking if there's something like a particular concept in religion that you can just hold to and disregard the other religions? I mean, the other aspects of the religion. Is that what you're asking?
So you were saying that there's enough good that you can get rid of the bad gradually over time, and then eventually you'll just have the good. And I'm saying there's just not enough good. Just get rid of all of it. There's no baby in this bathwater, is my point. And I'm asking you to show me that baby.
Well, I mean, I would say that you generally have, because what happens with religion, I think that religion does a really good job with, I guess, like creative imagining and I guess like a sense of, um, I guess, like unity in the sense of, we're working towards like the same narrative, we're working towards the same goals,
Fascists do
which I
this
think
as
is like,
well. Fascism does this as well. like
Well,
under a
right. I
hierarchy,
mean,
under hierarchy, right? They're working towards a goal of saving everyone by making everyone believe in Jesus. That's not an admirable
well,
goal.
sure. I mean, but you can't just put that. I mean, just directly equated to fascism because fascism has certain, I guess like hierarchical structures, right? When I mean that, when I
Well,
refer to
my
specific
point is
goals,
that like you can have this in any kind of a thing, right? Any kind of an ideology can help people like coalesce towards a goal, but the goal doesn't necessarily, it's not necessarily a good goal, right? I think anarchism actually is a much better way to collectivize society towards a goal of helping people rather than Christianity, which is like a lot more to me akin to fascism.
yeah, I mean, and I understand that point of view. I mean, but I guess like in short, what I kind of want to say is that like religion, I mean, not specifically Christianity, like in general, kind of has like, I guess like a certain narrative because in a lot of religions you kind of see kind of like the same script when it comes to like the center points about like moral teachings and you have a certain text, you have this kind of stories and I just think that if you kind of look at it from a cultural perspective, it kind of helps people to, assimilate with each other, which is kind of the thing that I
As long
justify
as they
religions
believe
at.
in the God. There's very
Well,
few
not
churches. There are very few churches that would take me in. For instance, I'm a trans woman, but even the ones that would, if I openly said like I'm an atheist, I don't like this, I'm not going to make a lot of friends at that church. Like I'm just telling you. When I left Christian, when I fell away, quote unquote, fell away, like it was just because my friends left me. Because the church, when you start questioning things a certain way, they stop caring about you. You're not important to them anymore. You're not part of their group anymore. This is the problem with this kind of group, this kind of socializing, is that it doesn't actually make a cohesive group. It makes a group of people that are cohesive around like one central dogma. And if you're ever out of line with that dogma, you better find a new group.
well, yeah. I mean, that definitely happens, especially in I guess like the more I guess like traditional or like classic like Christianity. I mean, but again, this doesn't have to be for Christianity. And I mean, if you want to refer to it again, there's some churches that they're definitely not like that in that sense. And I would say that for the most part, when it comes to Christianity, that's what I would like to see Christianity to adopt in general. I guess like this more, I guess, progressive and understanding ideas while still
Were you a
keeping.
Christian before?
Yeah, previously, yeah.
Okay. And so, but so you still see it through these rose-colored glasses of like, you think that the intentions are pure enough.
Well, no, because I do understand that there is bad stuff. I guess like the thing that I'm still trying to kind of uh, convey across is that there is an aspect to culture, to religion that keeps people together and keeps them working for good stuff. I mean, which is the thing that we should essentially keep. And I could put examples to that because you were talking about Christianity, but we have also
Should we have
religions in the East.
slavery?
No, definitely not.
Why not? Why should we not have slavery if that makes sure that people are working and that our stuff can be made and that things are cheap?
No, you're
Like it
no,
goes to,
you're
I mean, I'm just kind of, I'm trying to make it like an absurdity argument, right? Of like, I think that keeping something around because it has like this idea of doing something doesn't make it good. I don't think Christianity actually makes people work towards a good aim. It makes people
well,
subservient.
but
It keeps
you're
capitalism
kind of
afloat.
misunderstanding what I'm proposing. Because here's the
I'm
thing,
trying
I'm
to show the
not.
flaw in what you're proposing. You're trying to say that it gives people this like good group, that it gives them like a way to exist and they can look towards heaven or something, and like that gives them a reason to be slaves under capitalism. I don't want capitalism anymore. I don't want slavery. I want us to get free of this shit.
I'm not talking about capitalism at all. I mean, I'm
know,
not
I
really
know.
talking about any
This
economic
is a way
system.
deeper conversation than you realize we're having, but
Well, I mean, if I were just kind of to put an example why I'm more or less saying this is because on the East, you've had religions like Buddhism, Taoism, Hinduism, and I mean, I think it would be appropriate to say that these people in the East, Asian countries that have had pretty fruitful, societies and countries. So I think there's definitely a way
Aren't
to
Eastern
incorporate, I
like
guess.
isn't Asia largely non-religious, like Shinto maybe, or like in Japan, but like and what do they have in China? Majority of it? I don't even know what
Well,
Buddhism or
maybe
something.
nowadays, but I mean, for a long time, these
So
countries
I mean,
were.
you're just arguing from like we should do tradition. This is just traditionalism. It's an argument from tradition.
Well, not really, because again, I'm not saying that you should keep, everything. I mean, there's definitely some things that, as we progress, should be revised and accommodated for our better understandings, whether that is from, I
I think we
guess,
might be
a.
having like different conversations though. Do you think? Like, I'm not opposed to people having temples, mosques, and churches. I'm not opposed to people having religion or having beliefs. I am opposed to people being supported in those beliefs in ways. Do you know what I mean? And so, like, this is kind of the issue is that I feel that you're supporting the beliefs. You don't believe the beliefs, but you're like, the beliefs are useful for some reason. And I don't know what the reason would be. So I'm kind of like, I'm fine if you have a belief, but I think people should stop having bad beliefs. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, and so I'm fighting against it. And it feels like you're like, no, 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 we should just let them keep doing it. They'll figure it out. I'm like, come on. Like,
I mean, no, again, I mean, there's things that need to be corrected. There are things that need to be revised. Again, I'm not saying that they should keep the whole thing. Um, maybe, maybe,
so I want to
I don't
I want
know.
to make people more skeptical of hierarchy. How will you do that if you keep people believing that religions are useful?
I mean, maybe,
That's my aim. So
I
I'm just saying.
guess.
I'm saying I think this might be the actual cross cut of where we're at. Is that like I'm like the structure of this idea to me seems harmful. Can you convince me that it's not? Because I'm seeing like Patty Fox saying in China 90+% have no formal religious affiliation in some surveys. I don't know what that means. Japan around 75 to 70% say they have no religion. So it seems like there's large countries that are doing fine without like a lot of religious stuff. They have their own issues, of course, but I'm just saying, like, why do we need this still? Why even keep it around? It's just fantasy. It's just saying fantasy's fine for adults.
Well, yeah. Again, again, like we can. I mean, maybe the essential thing is that I do think that hierarchy in some way is useful. Not all hierarchy you know, um, in all occasions, but I mean, I do. I would say that hierarchy sometimes is useful for certain things. Um, maybe that's like the main disagreement we're having.
Yeah, yeah. So,
I
like, why is the concept? Why is the thing of religion? Like, why is that useful to people? I understand the point of like it gives them a cohesive goal in a group, but like anything can do that, and I have better ones. So why religion?
Well, I would say that maybe you do have something that theoretically works better. Maybe it doesn't stick as good as religion, which is why I think it's better if you already take something that is, you could probably call it sticky and just rework it so that is actually good, Get rid of the bad stuff while you keep whatever works.
But nothing works of it. I don't understand the working part. The working part is people coalesce around the idea of a god or around the idea of a leader
Well, I
or
mean,
something. So
wouldn't you
like,
say that having, I guess, like the core thing about I guess doing good to other people as you would like to them to do to you, or just having a, I guess, like general like future imagination of what things should be in a certain way. I mean, don't you think that that's like useful tools in general for society,
religion
where
actually
you
isn't.
have.
So I agree that those are useful. Religion doesn't actually give you
Yeah,
those, and it doesn't give you
so
the second one.
religion does have those kind of
So
things,
hold on,
which
hold on.
is the.
The idea of a future for society, religion does not give you that. It makes you look towards heaven. It makes you look towards death. Christianity in particular is a death cult. It is not about like making the world better for people. It is about getting your bag to get to heaven. And like, this is the problem that I have is like, I understand that there's like a way that people want to look at it, that it's like, oh, it's about loving people, but it's not. It's about getting them to heaven, because that's the ultimate love. It's the ultimate love is to die for somebody else in Christianity, but nobody actually wants to do that. They'll never, ever commit to that, which is a very funny thing. But that's what it says in the book, is that Christ died, and that's what we know love is. And so, like, to me, I think it's not about helping people. And I think it, like, plays out over and over and over when we see even the people that are helpful, like, they're vastly outnumbered by the harm that the people that are not do. And the people that are not helpful are doing the harm because the religious institution gives them the power and control. Like, this is the root problem of it. It gives these nebulous ideas of a future to look forward to at the cost of authority given pretty much ultimate power and say.
Yeah, no, I got you. Well, I mean, I would just say that, I mean, sure, we can, I guess, agree to disagree. I mean, I think I'm a little bit too optimistic when I say that maybe things are more malleable or,
Okay.
I guess, expendable than maybe I think they are.
Yeah. I mean, like, there are definitely, I'll close out by saying, like, I've talked to a few people on this app that are, like, not religious, or they stick with it, but, like, they're like, I don't believe, but I do this because, like, I want to make the world better, and it's like the way to do it from the inside. I do think this is like the wrong way
Yeah, I
to
would
think
say
about
that I
it.
kind of subscribe to that idea. Like, if you want to change something, you probably need to do it from the inside.
Yeah, and this is why I think this is actually a fundamentally flawed idea, and this is why I think like liberalism fails, because it's about like tweaking things at the edges and trying to make the rough edges like not so rough. Well, like the people that want rough edges, they're gonna just cut. They're just gonna cut, and so you have to be a little more aggressive than like tweaking at the edges, and that's why I think. It's not terrible to be like in the position of like a liberal, or in the position of like somebody that's going and saying like church is fine, religion's fine, or whatever. It's not the end of the world, but like it's also like not, I don't think actually that helpful, because the people that are bad are going to do much worse. Like, you have to be a little more aggressive, I think, and that's my take.
Gotcha. I mean, then can I ask you, I guess in general, like what would you propose in general for, I guess, like if you wanted to have this idea of, I guess like a higher standard or like higher morality, in the sense that we all have, like all people have like one narrative that could lead us to, bettering things, taking care of people,
Secular
understanding
humanism is
people.
probably like a good enough. The Secular Humanist Manifesto is probably something that's going to cover like most people's desires for that. So like if you want like a narrative, just like go to like to that. I think something like anarchism has like a very strong background of like collectivism and like people working together and community building and organizing and mutual aid. Like these things come out of anarchism. They do not come out of Christianity, as far as I can tell. Christianity comes in with like, we're going to have a picnic or a potluck or something and tell people about Jesus while we try to give them the food. And like, that doesn't work for me. So I think I understand what you're saying, that like you think it gives people this narrative, but it's like, what's the narrative? If the narrative is a death cult, why should we have a narrative like that? We need a better
Well,
narrative.
I guess, fundamentally, I understand it's like, because maybe this is how I'm kind of understanding it. You probably believe that people are like fully, I guess, like reasonable or rational. I would say that I probably don't believe that. So, in some sense, I would say that people do need some kind of, I guess, like higher type of God idea,
Okay, yeah, no,
to
that
really
tracks.
move
That
them.
tracks. I disagree.
Um,
I think what we need is people need the ability to have real democracy and real voice and real education. People just fundamentally don't know things. They just fundamentally don't know a lot of stuff. Like being on TikTok, talking to people, talking to religious people, they don't understand a hell of a lot of things. And because of the religion, they stop listening, they stop learning, they don't care about it. They think it's just wrong, they think it's of the devil or whatever. Like, I understand some of these people are like pretty edgy of the edge of the Christian stuff, right? Like the reasonable person's not going to come on to TikTok to yell at me about this or something. Probably they're going to be like, I'm doing reasonable person things, which is weird because that means I'm not a reasonable person. Anyway, my point is, what was my point? Oh my gosh, a lot of things were going on in the chat, and I lost track of what I was saying. Kind of.
It's so good. If you want me, I can just kind of come back to the point that I was saying.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe this is like a personal opinion, but I definitely don't think like humans, like human beings, are fully rational. I would say that.
Oh yeah, the rational thing. Yeah,
Well,
I think they just need
I mean,
education.
well, here's what I say this. I think that essentially, because how I understand things, I think that maybe you and I can agree that humans are animals, right? Like you believe in evolution, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
in
I mean
in a technical
humans.
sense, yeah.
Yeah, so humans are animals, and I mean, if I were really too simplified, I would probably say that. I mean, as animals, I mean, we are mostly hardwired to survive, right?
No, I mean, like, I don't know if I'd agree with that. We have
Like, what would
brains.
you?
We work a lot differently than most animals. Like, I don't know if we're mostly hardwired to survive. Like, that's a very broad statement because it
I
makes it
mean,
sound
what?
like we would do anything, which is like a strange take.
No, no, I'm definitely not saying that. I mean, but I mean, the main purpose of a living creature is to, survive day to day and to reproduce. I mean, that's pretty much the
Sort of, right? So, like,
right.
for instance, I take hormones, and they make it very unlikely that I'll ever actually reproduce. So, like, we do things that are like counter to what evolutionarily is beneficial, right? But like as a whole, as like a species, you're right. But like individually, we don't necessarily work this way.
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, I agree with you. I mean, humans don't even, participate in, I guess, natural selection in the traditional, sense of the word, because I mean, we do have a lot of different practices, like, we take care of the weakest, we take care of our disabled, we take care of our
Well,
old, right?
we game the system. We're smarter. We have bigger brains. We've gamed the system. That's all that it is. It's still
Right.
natural selection.
Um,
We're just helping to be selected because we're like building shelters. We're like, cooking our food. So like these things led to
yeah.
us, kind of dominating in a lot of ways. But like in a lot of other ways, we don't. Can't breathe underwater. Just can't do that.
Yeah, well, I mean, but here's the reason that I mostly say that humans are not rational. It is true that humans have, exceptional intelligence when it comes to, I mean, all animals. Um, you know, the thing that I do feel like people are not fully rational. Um, I've read a couple articles, I mean, and again, this is like a personal opinion. That it's I think that from what I took from the article is that human brains are kind of wired to, for like hyper detection. It kind of goes back to, again, if I like really simplify it, when people used to, I don't know, live in caves and were like cavemen or something, detecting
Sure.
predators, movement in the grass, whatever.
Sure.
And that hyper detection, humans tend to attach agency to things that might not have agency of their own. And reading through these things, I kind of thought about it, and I said, yeah, I mean, maybe that is the reason why in a lot of different cultures and regions and countries we have stories about spirits, gods, whatever, whatever. And at least to me, that makes a lot of sense. So in that sense, I think that a lot of the times we are not rational because essentially we as animals are kind of wired to survive in that sense, and also because
I feel like this is mixing up
just
like
as
kind of some concepts though. There's like a difference.
sorry.
This is mixing up some concepts. There's a difference between like I'm thinking through a problem and I'm trying to come to a rational conclusion versus like I heard a noise outside and I think it might be a demon, right? These are different things that are like, you have that instinctual like, oh, I heard a noise, it might be a demon. And you go like, wait a minute. No, probably not a demon. Maybe it's a burglar. No, hold on. Probably a raccoon. Maybe it's nothing. Oh, it's the house making noise. Like you rationally get through it. You may not be rational in the moment, but like this, I think this argument just makes it sound
Well,
like
I
we
mean,
all
doesn't
just do
that just kind
random.
of
We don't do random things. That's why we do better than other animals. We plan. We have a history. We write things down. We look at our past and our history to build upon it. We don't just act randomly at inputs.
yeah, I mean that's definitely true. But I mean, as you mentioned, how you first mentioned maybe like a demon or whatever. I mean, I would say that maybe that system runs at a deeper level than the logical one, which is kind of what um I guess is what I'm kind of getting to. And I would kind of say that if you really look at, I guess, like history in general, you would see that in a lot of cases, I mean, even with like democracy or, elections, a lot of the times when people, when people vote, this is the reason that I say that a lot of people, for example, when they vote, they don't make the rational choices because a lot of the times they just kind of go based on um, promises against just kind of looking at the facts about,
They
I
go
don't
based
know,
on the
a
information that
presidential
is fed to
candidate.
them. Like this is a misunderstanding of how people behave. This is not a you're attributing human behavior in our society to like a human nature thing. And it's just not, I don't think there's that actual correlation. I think this is just a trained
I
learned
mean,
behavior from uneducated people not understanding how to get the information they need and then getting it and then making a decision based off of it.
well, I mean, maybe I'm wrong about that. I mean,
Do you think that
again,
I am
but
like that? Are you like that?
I don't know. Like me, I am like that. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely tell you. Yeah, like I sometimes act in irrational ways. Yeah, sure.
Right, but like when
I
you
don't know
when
you
you
because
first say when you vote, you do it because somebody just told you to, and you made a promise. You don't look into anything about it. You don't think about it. You just go with it because somebody told you to or something.
well, I mean, I would say I try not to, but at the end of the day, I would say that I kind of go by what I understand are my priorities,
Hmm.
my understandings and ideas of morality that I have, what candidate shares my values,
So
and about the
you reason
information.
about you reason about it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, but I mean, I mean, is that a too far fetched statement to say that most people don't, even if it sounds a little bit rough?
Most people don't, but to say that it's a fundamental human nature thing that for some reason you and I have transcended above, I think is just giving us too much credit. I think our human nature is actually to be more curious and to learn things, but our government and our society has kind of like squashed that.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, yeah, that's definitely, um, yeah, I would say that's definitely something that's going on. I mean, but yeah, I don't want to take too much of your time. I guess I just kind of wanted to, put out, just talk to someone for a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I guess, you said a lot of interesting stuff. So yeah,
You did
I
too.
guess
I
just
love
think
this
about,
conversation. This was such a good conversation. Like, this is great. So thank you
yeah,
so
I
much.
mean, again, like I don't dabble too much in, like the whole politics stuff or I guess like philosophy stuff. But for now, I mean, I have my opinion, so I would have to agree to disagree with you in some of the stuff.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, I want to give, I don't know if somebody else wanted to come up, just so that I can, keep scrolling on TikTok.
Yeah, you can go. I can drop you if you'd like. There's nobody else here right now asking to come up yet. I forgot to put.
All right, but sure. All right, thanks for the conversation. Have a nice night.
Sure. Yeah, you too. I did forget to put. I have a Discord link. I forgot to put that in the chat. So I'll do that real quick, and I'll do like a quick little talk to everybody now that the show is rolling and some people came in. Trying to get this link. Copy. Okay. Then I need to pin it. Okay, yeah. So it's good to see people. I started the show and then like something was not working or something. It wasn't going out to people. Rainbow Ash, it's really good to see you. WVV60. Waldo, it's have seen you talking. I don't know what your deal is. Who else came in? Carrie, thank you for stopping by. Ron Lothar. Hey, Rimbles. And, oh, you know what? We need, this is better. Let's start the show with the little, do the show thing again, the shark show. Yeah, I'm not really getting anything. TikTok, I think, is not putting me out on the stream. This isn't enough for them, I guess. Let's see. Agnostic Z. Good to see you. Miko, Untucked Tag, quote unquote Bob. Hey, Jessipo. Stotsky. Petty Fog. Petty Fog, you've been in my fan club for 300 days. Thank you so much. We got a few gifts. We got like the Silly Goose and Heart Me, and who else sent Heart Me and Go Popular? Leslie, Heart Me will Go Popular. Petty Fog with the Heart Me and Go Popular. Sotsky with the Heart Me, and Jessica with the Let 'Em Cook. Untook Tag with the Heart Me. I think that's everything. I feel like once you say one, you gotta say them all, and yeah. So everyone, how's it going? I did not have a good stream the other day. I didn't have a good stream the other day, and I'm sorry. I wanted to say that I'm sorry. Because I think it was a really bad stream. Where I was not in a good mood. I was mean to people, and I was incredibly mean to one person, and I said something I really deeply regret. I don't want to say it again, but I want to apologize for saying it, and I'm working on being a better person. Oh, I need to test, the stream seems like it's going to be pretty short today. I'm not getting anybody to talk to, but okay. You don't have to laugh about it. All right, okay. Oh, I didn't see this. Showing requested Sunday, Saturday. Thank you, Carrie. Yeah, it was not good. Why are your moderators in a high horse? The age of what has been disputed many times? What's PBH, Walden? It's unbelievable. No, my mods, I stand by my mods. You're blocked. A super, super fucking weird thing to do. I don't know what PBH is. Hormones? Or is it like, I don't know. I can look it up, but I have a feeling it's something I don't care about. No, I don't know. I've seen I've seen my mods. They're great. I've seen you. You're not. I prefer high horse over the usual swine or dog or demon. I'm high. Does that count? Yeah, I thought a lot about that last guess, right? And I realized, like, my prompt was Christianity makes no sense. And so, like, what I wanted to do was have a conversation about that. And the guests wanted to have a conversation about why they were a Christian. And so I thought I should change my prompt to why Christianity and just actually listen, because I was being like very, very, I was just being very combative because I wanted to talk about a particular thing. What do you guys think of my little shark? Can move around. There's like a pace mode. Let me see, what are the buttons? Walk. Yeah, I want to get more, I started walking the shark around and I have fewer viewers. I want to get more stuff going on, but I guess TikTok is like, no, you have to show your face. You have to show yourself. I don't know. Okay. Oh, yeah. I want to test transcription. Gotta do that. So let's see if this works. It's kind of part of this stream is to do that anyway. I need to find, I guess it's like TikTok. Sharks are really cool. I have a hammerhead on my arm along with a few other sea creatures. Oh yeah. So there's the overlay. Oh, it didn't change. Well, maybe it'll change now. Okay, yeah. Oh, I need to make this fix. I need to fix this because it's like on the OBS overlay, it doesn't make new lines correctly. It looks weird. Why is it throwing in? Okay. When I was in high school, I drew this cool picture of an octopus and a hammerhead together, and I decided to get it as a tat. I had a few animals in a similar style since. That's so cool. Oh, Echo's here. Okay, I need to see if I can get YouTube to work. Okay, let's see if I go into. Yeah, I can't. I don't think the subtitles are being sent to YouTube, which is annoying. Maybe I can check on my phone, but I don't think it's. I don't think it's working. Hold on, Echo. Still no one in the box. 3 people on TikTok, so that's why. Oh, Echo, hold on a second. I gotta figure that out. It's annoying. I guess I should hide the option for YouTube because it's not working. Okay, well, it's been fun. It was nice talking to that one person for a little bit. Probably try the different background again. This isn't working, I guess. This is doing worse than ever on TikTok, or maybe Saturday's a bad time to do it. Dude, he really wants to go outside. Thank you all for coming by. Yeah. I guess I'll just reset TikTok. I'll go let the cat out, and I'll try TikTok again. We'll see what happens, but I'll leave YouTube running. We'll just see what I can do. Saturday night's all right for 5.
End up staying in your room, which still increases your views, right? If they keep saying bad stuff, then that's when you will want to block them. But at first, just mute them. Just mute them. Just mute them. Mike, how are you? Superfan Mike. You'll just want to mute them because, again, like, that is still going to increase your watch time. If they're still in the room just watching, that's going to increase your watch time. And what I've heard about blocking friends, too, is that TT will think that you don't want to be pushed out.
Huh? Mic's off. Okay, it seems stuck. Okay. Just going yet. Hello, Prism. Good to see you. Let's see. Okay. I think we're go for launch. Hey, Aaron. Good to see you. It keeps labeling me as different people. Welcome to Shark Show, Share Shark. I am your host, Share Shark, and I'm hoping to have a shark show that's not so shark. I used to be able to get like, oh my gosh, 30 people or something. You take like a small amount of time off, I guess, or what? Welcome back, Petty Fog. Oh, we have a guest. Where'd the song go? There it is. Oh, I guess I left. But we have another guest. Coincidentally. It's not. Seems like it's having a hard time. I'm doing too many things. Let's close this thing, I guess. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Why won't it connect? Maybe it's TikTok or something? Okay, well, they're gone. I guess it didn't connect. Oh, I think they're back. See if it'll work this time. I don't know. It's not working. Something wrong with my connection or what? Hey, Hannah Grace. It seems like it's not, no one's just going by or something. There's something big going on. Besides everything. Brenta, it's good to see you. TP Seeker, good to see you. Good evening. I guess I should go back to my old layout. This is like not working. I guess we'll just listen to this copyright-free RM Brown theme song and watch and play I don't know, I could just pontificate or something. Play Z-Type. Oh, I have a great idea. I have a great idea of what I want to do. Get in here. My computer's going really slow. Sucks. Okay. Let me get, okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, good. I don't have to know how to make that. The book that's probably had like one of the biggest impacts on me was Mutual Aid: A Factor of Evolution, which I think was like a really, really interesting book, like as a companion to like the idea of evolution. There was only dog, there was no life, just rock. It's like, this is all gonna be, preamble stuff and links and things. And make sure that I don't have any guests. Okay, I gotta get back to this. Hey Jeffro, it's good to see you. Oh wait, maybe you're gone. I don't know why I have no viewers, but this is like, it's just like all this printer and how you want to view the page. I hope people are having a good weekend. It's been okay, I guess. What of the current objections? Oh, suddenly it's a lot of words. White House correspondent dinner. Do a lot of people like? I don't know. I don't watch anything that guy does. Like I hear about it later. This is a hard level. It's because the first waves were like, oh Jesus. They were all like, okay. I guess I'll just let it go. The first waves were way too too few things. There's been news about the dinner. Hey, Auntie Establishment. Like, what kind of news? Hey, Chef Dan is rad. Good to see you. I always get confused because the words chef and chief are so close together, and I don't want to like say the wrong words. I have to think a long time before I say your name. Wow. Yeah. Oh wow. Potential pew pew man. That's crazy. I don't know. This is what I can do, I guess. Yeah, Chef Dan, technically I think that it is ableist, but I mean, like, I don't know, like, it's a spectrum. There's a spectrum of hills to die on sort of thing, and I don't know. It's funny because like lately I've been how do I put it? Like my interests are broadening a bit on YouTube, I think. And so I've been watching these like criticism channels more. of like where they criticize other criticism channels. I'm used to watching mostly like like people criticizing like the news or criticizing another news channel or something, but like not like critical against critical sort of thing. Anyway, there's been like some slurs and stuff coming up just through watching these kinds of things, and it's like really interesting when I don't know, like there's just a certain media sphere that people live in where it's like some things are totally normal and acceptable. You want to talk to me about Islam. Why did you come in complaining about my moderators and say something about like age of consent? Oh, because you want to talk about Islam. Waldo, I'm glad I blocked you before we ever engaged. There's just nothing fruitful there to talk about. That's good. That's Chef Dan, that's good. Have a public facing persona, practice what you preach. Yeah, it is difficult. You want to be inclusive, but also like not be too like, I don't know. I try to give people a pass if they're not being super aggressive about stuff. And they're just very, misinformed or something about how things are, then I try to be nicer about it. But in atheist streams, Christians are the only ones throwing slurs, and Christian streams, Christians are the only ones throwing slurs. What are all those words on the screen? Some kind of magic sound to script beings. Yeah. Chef Dan, are you do you do Chef Dan is rad as a bit more stoner culture, and that's kind of fun. That's true. It is like a more upbeat sounding like thing. Yes, when moderators put you in a box, it is fair, Waldo. I'm not sure if you understand what moderators are for. It's to moderate. I don't understand. Oh, thank you for the heart, me. Decom Blue, thank you for the heart, me. Thank you for the let him cook. Chef Dan is rad. Decom Blue sent a heart, me, and the Chef Dan, thanks for the let him cook. Yeah, if anyone wants to come up and talk about, there was an attempt on Trump, but he's still alive. Yeah, I think that's, I think I have a lot of thoughts on it, but I don't know what I can say. Dragon D's, lame as ableist. I mean, I can see why, but do you think it's truly problematic? I think if it makes somebody feel bad to hear it, yeah. That's kind of what I go for, is like, if you're trying to be inclusive, that means that you have to think about it from the perspective of somebody that, and I know I finally have said the word. I've been kind of dancing around it, but I wanted to say it because I think it's not like a curse word, but like I do think that coming from the perspective of if it is something that makes people feel bad, then like there's just no point in doing it. I wonder if yes, Rainbow Ash asked another stage attempt. I wonder if it was like Trump is failing on every front. He is not doing well on any aspect of his administration. So It seems like he has a lot of like attempts on his life. And it's really hard to know what's a distraction orchestrated by them. This is a huge problem with like where things are now. Epistemic crisis. Is that a person? That dude is smart. I don't know who that is. Or is it just a joke? Waldo, I'm gonna give you some advice. Like, because like I know I've seen a number of these people that are my mods and the people in the chat. I've seen them. Hey HLT, and like I've never seen you, but you've been like weirdly aggressive. I think you came in like demanding something about me. Like you were not respectful. I don't know who you think you are, but like if people are I've seen Christians come into my chat and be cool, and it's been great. The last stream that I had, there was somebody came in, and I don't think I actually got to speak to them on live, but like, they were talking in the chat. They were fun. I liked them a lot. So I don't think that it's the people here. Like, if everyone else is the asshole, like maybe rethink what's going on. If anybody wants to come up and talk about my streaming software, we can do that. It's working pretty good. Oh, check this out. Check this out. Let me see if this will work. Let's turn on the transcript. Where did it go? Waldo, there's kind of just a problem, right? Like, if I understand what's happening, you're Muslim, you're probably defending Muhammad and his marriage to Isa. That's my guess. Because like I don't understand why people are calling you PDF or whatever. Just don't defend that. Like that's the thing. You guys just don't do that. No, see, Waldo, that's the problem, right? The norm doesn't make it right. That's the problem. Norms aren't the same as ethics. They're not the same as morals. So just, I don't know why you're dying on that hill. Argument against Aisha being a child was ageism? I'm surprised you're still here, Waldo. That's crazy. That's not ageism. That's insane. Yes, your morals do determine your ethics, but I'm saying that the norms do not determine. They may determine your morals, but and that may determine your ethics, but they don't like determine what is moral. Your live is not eligible because it contains unoriginal or reproduced content. It does not. It's totally original. I made all of this. like there is a way to still be a Muslim, um, is to just say like it was wrong. Or actually, I think that the way to get around it is to say that like, oh, the age thing isn't that age. Somehow I believe that it's like 19 or something. I've heard people make this argument. That's like the acceptable way to get around. But Waldo, so why don't you discuss like a defense of Hitler next? Like, do you understand what you're doing? Like, who cares what the defense is? I understand that's the defense. It's not a good one. It's a shitty, terrible argument. Yes, Christians also have this. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this guy. Yeah, repeating the defense is defending it. Yes. Hello, Mr. Pagan. Good to see you. Waldo's all over the place. Waldo, say like, you know what? I was wrong. Let's drop it and move on and have a more fruitful conversation. Well, you might have pissed somebody off enough to kick you. If your God doesn't understand like the harm done by harming a child, then like it disproves your religion. I trust the mods. I kicked them almost immediately when they came to my chat. So, you know, when they said, because I saw you all time in the mountain, they came over to complain to me. I knew exactly what they're doing. So I'll leave it at your discretion. Oh, that other person wasn't you? Or no, are you saying Muhammad was the messenger? What I don't know what that you're referring to. Appeal not approved. Thanks, Rainbow. Like, I don't know. I don't know enough about Islam. I don't know enough about, it's not like a problem for me, which is, you know, maybe not a great, Waldo thought we were Christians. Yeah, it's really funny because I've seen Muslims, they try to go in and debate Christians because because they're easy, because it's like they're also in the same boat of like, suddenly smells better in here. But yeah, I've seen them come by and they're like, you know, like, oh, we both believe in a God, but my God is like this and your God is like this, and it doesn't make sense. It's just like a weird thing. The apologetics are the same. Largely, yeah. Which is like why the Kalam is able to like easily, you know, slip between them. At one point I asked if they were in the wrong space, if they were looking for a Christian space, couldn't answer that either, just came back with, and? Yeah, I don't like the Muslim apologetics. They tend to be like really lean to the idea of authority. The sexism is off the charts. Like with Christianity, it's weird because like they do like that weird insidious like, you know, it's sexism, but like it's like the normal, it's like how things should be, and it's actually equality. We just agree to be unequal. Something like that. Oh, weird. Did it quit? Did my thing quit? No. Okay. Well, that's good. It goes pretty good now. I fixed that problem. The crayon says beat their wives. Yeah. Yeah. It's so annoying hearing them do the apologetic for it when they want to say, like, it's like a little toothbrush or something. It's like, what? Maybe for 2,000 years, the guys can go make the sandwiches. I tried reading the Quran. I remember a lot of obey, obey, obey. I rarely chat with Muslims, but whenever I do, it's usually them doing weird pseudoscience shit, pretending they're put projected science. Yeah, for real. They're very into this idea of like, science, that like the book is like so amazing and the divinity of the science is amazing. And like, when they make the claims too, they're very like ridiculous. Just on the face of them, they're like not convincing. Like whenever they make the argument about how like, Allah spreads the universe out like a blanket or something, I think might be that. And they're like, that's like it's unfolding like how the Big Bang is happening. And it's like, that's not what it thinks. It's like metaphorical language. I have literally no viewers on TikTok. "17 viewers on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. I do have a Discord. I don't have it like. I should have this clearer what this is. This is a link to chat with me or debate me or whatever you want to do. I guess I could change the background. I was hoping to do this. I like this. I made this shark. It floats around. Words don't mean words. I went through a real long period of being really mean to Christians. I only count as one viewer despite the many points of view. I need new glasses. Yeah, I try hard not to insult like the person. I have to work on that. I have a hard problem with like arrogance and feeling like smarter or something than somebody. Yes, Baha'i trans flag, correct. I try to like hi average train spotter. I try to yes, Rainbow Ash, that's exactly it. They're ignorant. They're like indoctrinated or I think the wrong way about it, and I'm trying to work on it. And it's something I was thinking about is like, when I was a Christian, the advice would be to give it to Jesus. And it literally does nothing. You'll never ever change that way. You'll never ever like actually I feel like the I gotta work on these subtitles things on the OBS side because it's not keeping up or something. But like this idea of just like, it's basically just like letting it go. It's just like let it go, and it's not useful. You called Waldo a poo poo head. Whereas opposed to like, if I feel like I'm failing in some way, I've got to assess like, who have I let down? Who do I need to make amends with? In Christianity, it's just like, oh, you let down God, give it to God, and then like that's it. So I've been thinking really hard about this and like how I want to change and be a better person. I mean, I think I'm just out of the cult. I'm just able to think past this like strict set of beliefs or whatever. I feel like most Christians on the internet are jerks. I don't know. Like, and I kind of think that most Christians in general just kind of are, because there's a teaching, there's the way that the religion is set up is a religion of othering, and like, the world is outside of you. And that you're supposed to be above them. Yeah, they have no self-awareness. And I think to some degree it's because it's like you're God's special little guy or girl or whatever. Like, you know, everyone makes mistakes, and you made a mistake and you got mad or whatever, and you honked your horn at somebody or whatever. I'm trying to think of like a generic, Christian thing. It's probably more of like, and you looked at pornography. It seems to me that's the only thing that Christians actually care about, it's really frustrating. You have Christian friends, it could be a little bit difficult. I really miss my Christian friends. There's one person in particular that I've been like, like wanting to talk to them more. I think that they have like backed off of Paul. I don't know if they still believe in Jesus, but I think they figured out that Paul's like a cult leader. It's so crazy that I never saw that Paul was a cult leader. Don't ask you to pray, I'll laugh in your face. Pythagoras had a math cult. I've heard about that. It's so wild. Do y'all watch this creator? Let me see if I can get it on here. Romans did a lot of drugs. Family dinners, when they pray at the table, I just start eating. I let the kids peek their eyes open and see that I'm not participating. Oh. I don't know. I don't have any more family that I would eat with that's Christian, so I don't know. In the past, I would tend to be respectful and just say, like, whatever. I'd let them do their thing because they're feeding me or whatever. But that's an interesting take. Yes.
Hello, how are you getting on? It's nice to see you. You're looking well. I hope you're feeling well. I got myself a new green top. I think it looks lovely on me. You can tell me if you agree in the comments. If you disagree, keep it to yourself. I only like to hear positive things about me. So today we're going to talk about my nation's lovely culture, Irish food. We get accused a lot of having bad food, and I will admit, the presentation isn't very good. It's a bit soggy. We don't believe in seasoning. There are some negatives, but overall, I would put Ireland's food up against any other nation on the planet. So I've got a few of our most viral meals that I want to show you today. And I'm also going to watch a couple of videos I haven't seen before of people trying Irish food for the first time and reacting to it. Hopefully they have nice things to say, or I will be overcome with fury. So the first thing I want to show you here is a bit of
This is
bacon
like
and
20
cabbage. I consider this our national dish. A lot of Americans think that we eat bacon and corned beef. This is an American fabrication. We've never eaten such a thing. You came up with that in America. If anybody came near me with corned beef, I'm slapping it out of their fucking hand and they'd thank me for it. Okay, so this is bacon and cabbage. As you can see, it's gorgeous. Look at all that lovely butter in there. Now, some may say that is too much butter. You can never use too much butter. Butter is a seasoning, and if you're not using enough to endanger your health, you're not using it properly. So I know what you're thinking.
I really like this guy. He seems really nice, and like I haven't seen him do anything super bad. I've watched a lot of his stuff, and I haven't seen him do anything that's been like, oh no. Been trying to temper my my media diet a little bit with something less, you know, how it is. I thought he was just a follower like John or Jacob or whatever. Do you mean Paul? John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt? He's a butter cultist. Credits. Come and join in the Discord. It's just a quick like just for calls. Like you don't have to be in there or anything afterward. I'm talking like I had to talk like him now. But you could come into the Discord and talk if you wanted to have a conversation. Because I'm curious why you would become a Christian. That's literally what the let's see. Yeah, the topic is. I'm an atheist. I don't see any good reason to believe in any gods. That's my name too. Do people shout at you whenever you go out? So I am open to, like, I think there's a problem that Christians have is, for one thing, they think that belief is a choice. I don't think that belief is a choice. I think if you're convinced of something, I just don't know how you can believe otherwise. And like, I want to believe that belief is a choice, but I have no choice in the matter. So anyway, I think the problem is that like Christians think that belief is a choice, and that if you don't just accept whatever they say and then make a choice, that you're unwilling to change your mind or unwilling to like consider it. That's different. Like being unwilling to consider something is different than being unconvinced. Yeah, it's crazy because there is almost no evidence for Jesus being real, like like a real person, not even just like the Son of God or whatever, or God Himself, themselves, whatever. But oh, credits. Then that's not Christianity. A being that loves you no matter what is not God. That's just not what He is. The Christian God, not Yahweh. Right, Rimbles, they don't seem to consider the process. They don't seem to process the concept of someone genuinely considering the claims of their religion and choosing to reject it. I agree. I think it's a lot of it is to do with the book. Once they are convinced, if they're convinced of it, now the book has them convinced that no one else is actually like trying. And so it's difficult because they're presupposing that the book says oh, well, like they're fools, they don't understand it. It's all, the wisdom of God is foolishness to man sort of stuff. It's not useful. It's just platitudes and thought-terminating cliches to stop thinking about the difficult parts. The OT does debunk the Nuti. I've been the Nuti. I've been thinking about like I had that one guest and we were talking about Jeremiah and how in Jeremiah it says that you'd have to break the covenant of the day and night to break that promise, that prophecy. And his argument was because of the eclipse that happened, that it was breaking that covenant with day and night. Now I've thought about it. Time for my not coffee break. I need one of those soon. I thought about this, and I think it makes no sense. First of all, we already have eclipses all the time. Second of all, the Christian would probably consider the eclipse to be orchestrated by God anyway. So it's part of the covenant that He's made. Thirdly, Jesus is God, so if Him making the eclipse happened is Him breaking the covenant, that makes no sense. Like God's breaking His own covenant, it's crazy. So there's a lot of issues in that, and it made me feel a little bit better because I was like, I feel like there's something wrong about this, but I can't figure it out. But yeah, that's what it is that it just makes no sense for God to break the covenant with Himself by doing a thing that He normally does, but just out of a line, out of order or something of the normal flow. It is an observable historical fact that Jesus was not the Jewish Messiah. I think that's probably true. I like that. Observable historical fact. I would definitely read a book from front to back as an eternal critique to start off with. Credits or CR edits. I think I might have seen you around, but you seem nice. Yeah, so this is kind of the call it the mountain Kennedy has for normal looking person in 2026, I think. So first you have to consider none of the stuff in the book seems to be true, doesn't work. Like, Jesus said you could ask for stuff in his name and work. And then you look at like how the books were written, the order, the chronology, when they were written, by how we don't know who they were written by, all of these things, which when I was, a Christian and when I thought it was true, it was because I thought like these were 4 accounts from people that were really there and it all happened at once and they wrote them all at once and they were all hanging out together and they wrote them all at once. And so, so you got to like make it to be like, okay, so this thing that seems like it has a lot of evidence against it doesn't align with reality like at all, doesn't make any sense. Like when you look at like what God wants, it's just kind of just a blood cult. And then on the other hand, it's just kind of like, well, you might go to hell if you don't believe it. It's like, that's not convincing. And then, even if you convinced me, okay, Jesus is God, Yahweh is real, Christianity is true in that regard, then I have to look at it and be like, okay, so the evil things that God did weren't evil. My entire moral system makes no sense. Like my intuitive moral system doesn't have any grounding in reality any longer because it doesn't align with this God, like at all. Well, like in a very, very slim way, I guess, right? I shouldn't say at all because, like, as Christians love to point out, there's a law about murder in there. It's a mystery cult like many at the time, I agree. Folklores and stories collected over time. Mm-hmm. What am I going to eat for dinner? I haven't been able to pay my GitHub bill. It's really not good. They're really mad and they won't let me use their AI anymore. And but I have money because of it, because they won't take the money. It keeps saying that it's declined and I don't know why. So maybe I should like buy more food. You'll make me tacos. I would love tacos. But I think if you convince me that God were real, I guess I would probably take the position that, like the last guest had, where I'd be like, well, I guess I'm going to try to change it from the inside. But I don't know why I would take that position. Otherwise, if I don't believe in the God, like I just don't see that. There's lore behind the money even. Knights Templar, for one example, as one of the largest cross-country banks. Interesting. Costco hot dog. Very good idea. Yeah, CR edits. You're welcome here anytime. Like you're really cool seeming. And like yeah, I'm doing this partially to challenge my own beliefs, obviously, I think. Like I think that's one of the things that makes it kind of frustrating when people say that you're not interested in changing your mind or you're not listening or whatever. And it kind of just feels like I think you're just like afraid to admit that you have nothing. Like you're afraid to admit that like there's nothing convincing about this. But I don't think that I would come on to TikTok on Saturday night with a prompt that says why Christianity if I wasn't interested in hearing at least a little bit about like why Christianity. I want to learn and believe true things. I love learning and changing, correcting my beliefs with better updated ones. Yeah, I've found like as I've gotten older, and like this is one of the things that I just tell is like I have perspective, I have age, I have wisdom or whatever. I have experience, I guess I should say. And you know, I left Christianity largely kind of around mid 20s or whatever. Like I really stopped hanging on to it as strongly. And then I stopped believing it, probably took another decade. So I just don't know. Some people might just be like, it takes some time. Saturday's the worst time to want to get fast food or something, though. And I don't have any way to get it. I have to have it delivered, so that's going to be expensive. What's a hawala? Hawala is an ancient trust-based informal money transfer system that moves across borders without using formal banking, relying on a network of brokers, hawalators, and net settlement. It is widely used for legitimate, fast, low-cost remittances, but is often illegal, highly risky, and associated with money laundering, sanctions evasion, and terrorist financing due to its lack of documentation. Oh, that's interesting. In many countries, unlicensed hawala operations are criminal offenses leading to imprisonment and fines. Lacks regular oversight, provides no consumer protection. The Knights Templar developed an advanced, secure, and rapid international banking network that closely paralleled the Islamic hawala system and other informal value transfer systems (IVTS) of the medieval period. While the Templars did not formally adopt the exact Islamic legal term hawala, they adopted a similar methodology based on trust, allowing them to move funds, support crusader armies, and manage vast European estates. That's interesting. It's used in the scam calls. I've been watching some of those too. Those are funny. I haven't played Cyberpunk 2077 yet. I was just talking to somebody about it. On the establishment, I think. It's funny because I remember when it was being released, and there was a lot of like talk about how you know, the dystopian surveillance state in the game and in like old cyberpunk game and the tabletop game. It's like got nothing on actual surveillance state that we have now. Weird. Siri lit up when I said that. And there's a streamer who plays first person voice changer, acts like he's a 10-year-old boy playing Call of Duty. Yeah, Kit Boga showing up randomly on Justin's stream. Kit Boga was on Justin's stream? I gotta find that. Do you know what day it was on? The Kit Boga? I only know of Kit Boga because I watch a lot of, you know that guy? Mindshift. And he used to say, you know, thanks to his top tier people, Kit Boga, and he'd say, yes, the Kit Boga. And I was like, well, who is the Kit Boga? And he's like, this guy that does scam. He messes with scam call people. He's pretty good at it. He's very funny. Johnny Mnemonic. I wish we got to implants and augments before we got surveillance state corpo shit. Yeah. We got nothing cool. We have no jetpacks. We have no time travel. What the fuck is going on with the future? Okay, I'm gonna look for this and see if there's if I can just find it like Kit Boga YouTube. If it's on there. That's wild. Yeah, Kit Boga's very good for like there are jetpacks now. Well, I don't have a jetpack. I don't know, we have some of the cool hair, I guess. I guess we have some motorcycle. I feel like we've had the motorcycles for a while. But you know, like we don't have any kind of like you know, when are they gonna replace all the road signs and the you know, the highway markers with like bright neon bullshit, you know? Where are the holograms that are reaching down to zoom through my car? How I can find where people are calling from. Interesting idea. I'm not sure how you would do that if it's through TikTok. Doesn't mean like when they, cause does Justin use like a Discord or something? I don't think he does he? Maybe he does. Oh, the one viewer on TikTok? That's my stream. Sony will be selling my holographic system soon. Why though? I guess I'm gonna go get some food. Really want a burrito. What could I do to get burrito? Hmm. This is riveting. Kazak, I see you. I think I'm gonna go. Let's see. Is anybody on that I could send the stream to? Let's see. No. Robot Goat's on? Oh, shit. It's like, but it's not spelled like, it's not, they don't have the whole name, right? Is Robot Goat going to be on Talk Heathen too? I see that. Coming up. October 19th? That can't be how they do it. RBTGT, thank you. RBGBT. I don't think they're on. Can you sum up everything you just got here? Yeah, actually, I can probably do that. We had somebody come up and talk for a little bit about how they weren't a Christian, but they thought religion was good. And then there was like a big long period when nothing happened. And then I took a break and restarted the live, and they got even worse. And now we're trying to redirect, but I don't know if is T on YouTube. I cannot find them. But it's right there. Why is it like not showing up?
I know
in
you
the...
freaks will.
HLT, I see you in Robot Goat's chat, in fact. So how do I tell it to go here? Yeah, that's the one. Modify by search to find other I had to be given the permission, apparently, to redirect. Hey, Resist Oppression, thank you for joining Dwarf Lantern Sharks. That's very nice of you. I will pin something. I'll just pin this. Oh, yeah, I am against Christianity. I'm an atheist, an agnostic atheist. Sorry, I was just trying to redirect everybody, and a bunch of stuff's been happening or something. Oh, yeah, there was a PDF apologist Muslim. That was very interesting. Okay, well, I'm going to end. I don't know how to redirect, or I do know how, but I have to tell Robot Goat to allow me to do it, which is weird. I didn't know that was a thing. So go there and say Shark Raid or whatever.
Yo que te he sido fiel todo este tiempo.